This is 80 Hours, an untold true crime story written by R. Scott Crabtree, narrated by Steve Knupp. Dedication. To my wife and kids, who learned to accept my FBI agent life, which had me continually vanishing and reappearing with little warning, especially during my time in the one-person Salina, Kansas office, particularly during my work related to the Oklahoma City bombing. Also, I thank my extended family and many close former agents who also offered me their support. Their help in celebrating my successes and working through any challenges also kept me grounded and positive. And to all those I've mentioned, thanks for your encouragement, which has finally led me to telling my story. Acknowledgements. 30 years is a long time to remember actions and events with so much nuance. But thanks to the related testimonial documents, along with the documents included in the Stephen Jones Oklahoma City bombing archive at the Dolph Briscoe Center for American History at the University of Texas at Austin, I was able to reconstruct this story with great accuracy. I also wanted to thank a few close family and former agents who provided me a bit of a sanity check by reviewing this book and offering suggestions for ways to make sure it would satisfy the reader's interest and curiosity. Lastly, I express my full appreciation to all the agents who also worked tirelessly during the interview with Terry Nichols and our development of probable cause in support of the search warrants. About the author. R. Scott Crabtree retired from the FBI in 2007 after serving as an agent for nearly 25 years. During his unique and diverse career, Scott worked on numerous high-profile investigations and on cases in all of the FBI's investigative programs, i.e. white-collar, terrorism, counterintelligence, cyber, and civil rights. While Scott served in multiple field offices during his career, he is one of a scant few FBI agents to have served in the FBI's largest field office, New York City, its smallest office, a one-man resident agency, and also at FBI HQ. In the immediate aftermath of the Oklahoma City bombing, Scott performed numerous critical and time-sensitive investigative tasks in central Kansas, including conducting an extensive interview of bombing suspect Terry Nichols. Scott later testified in multiple hearings and in the trials of both Nichols and Timothy McVeigh. Prior to joining the FBI, Scott served in the Marine Corps, and after retiring, he worked for the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. Looking back, Scott is incredibly appreciative of the significant opportunities that unfolded for him throughout his career, and his desire in writing this book is to provide a never-told version of his first few frantic, non-stop days of investigation after the Oklahoma City bombing. Preface. At 9:02 a.m. on April 19, 1995, a massive explosion shook downtown Oklahoma City. The Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building was the target, and the blast that sheared off most of the front of the building, leaving behind a scene of unimaginable devastation. A truck bomb, packed with thousands of pounds of explosives, tore through the structure, killing 168 people, including 19 children in the building's daycare center. Hundreds more were injured. The blast sent shockwaves across the country, both literally and figuratively. Within minutes, emergency responders arrived at the scene. Firefighters dug through the rubble, pulling out survivors. Hospitals were filled with the wounded. The nation watched in horror as news stations broadcast images of rescue workers carrying lifeless bodies from the wreckage. It was an act of terrorism on American soil, the deadliest of its kind at that time. The country demanded answers. Who did this, and why? And most importantly, would they be caught before they struck again? In the moments after the attack, the FBI launched one of the most...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?